welcome back to the final segment of Dialogue, everybody. Last but not least, how many of you out there love taking pictures? Well, you may not love taking pictures as much as our final guest does. In fact, he goes to great lengths to take some really neat pictures. Joining us right now is Ron Brown from Aerophoto America, and he puts the air in Aerophoto. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well.
Nice to see you grounded on the ground here for Dialogue.
Right.
But you love to be up in the air in planes, right?
That is absolutely true.
What do you do with Aerophoto America?
Well, we take off in the airplane and we take photographs of things that people have asked us to take photographs of.
All right, so you're actually flying the plane and then you're actually taking the pictures too?
That's correct.
That's not dangerous multitasking like that?
Well, if you look at that last picture, I don't know if you can go back to the last picture or not, but if you look at the preceding picture, you can see what it is like to, that's a camera in my hand, and that's the way the photographs are taken.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely gorgeous. And what's that below down there?
That is the Virginia Beach coastline.
Is that really?
That's downtown Virginia Beach. That's correct.
Wow. What? And look at that. Is that Rudy Inlet there?
No, this is the last party at the Duck Inn.
Oh, the Duck Inn.
This was the Duck Inn. This is the very last Friday afternoon party that they had.
All right, somewhere there you'll find me on the ground, Ron, because I was there at that last party.
Well, that was a great experience because so many people have told me that they were there that day. They'll all come, they'll find their boat, they'll say that this is where I met my wife. There are many events that happened that day. Those
of you new to Hampton Roads, the Duck Inn was a restaurant right there, and Friday afternoons that used to be the biggest party around. Used to go down there on Shore Drive near the Lesnar Bridge, probably around 4 o'clock, and just go down there, and as you saw, boats can come up, and bands would play outside. It was a really, really nice feeling.
It was a neat party.
It sure was.
An event, an icon of Virginia Beach.
And do we have any other pictures to show? Because it's beautiful the way you're able to fly above these landmarks and give us different perspectives.
Well, the goal of aerial photography really is to give people a different perspective of where they live, their homes, their community.
That is gorgeous.
This is downtown Norfolk.
That is gorgeous. Look at that.
It gives you the ability to visualize your relationship to other things in your community.
Is that ODU?
This is the first game at ODU. This is the band. When they made the symbol, you can see, if you could see the scoreboard, it would be 0-0. That is just prior to the beginning of the game.
You're almost taking a snapshot of our history.
Well, I'm trying to take a snapshot of history. That's what the goal is. I mean, the goal really is to, I think, all of my life, I have flown all of my life, and the goal is to kind of show people the true privilege of what it is to be up there and view the community, view everything as a bird sees it. And it's a totally different perspective, and it's, you know, aerial photography is perspective, it's relationships, but it's also beauty. And we get a chance to see our community from a much different perspective and a many times even more beautiful perspective than what we saw to begin with.
And so do people often call you and say, you know what, I'd like you to take an aerial picture of my house, my neighborhood, so I can preserve this for my family's history?
That happens, but the bread and butter of aerial photography is really construction progress photos. And that's what you do the most of. That's not necessarily the most enjoyable of the things that you do with aerial photography.
What is the most enjoyable?
The most enjoyable thing, I think, is looking for either events or unique features of Hampton Roads or wherever you are.
Like the first ODU football game?
Well, like the first ODU football game, like the Duck Inn, the last party, because it just happened that I was the only aircraft taking aerial photos of that event on that particular day.
And you saw and heard my reaction when I said, oh my goodness, is that ODU? Oh, the last party at the Duck Inn. They hold special places in our hearts.
They do. And I was sorry that I missed the last ODU game that was here. And for some reason, I don't know why I missed it.
The Norfolk State playoff game?
Yeah, the Norfolk State playoff game, because I think that was another event that needed a photograph. from the air.
You know what? I'm so glad you came by today because that is just amazing. If you have other pictures to share, come on by again. It's just beautiful stuff. If you want to call Aerophoto America and see what they can do for you, the office number is 481-3283. Cell phone 615-0547. And you can check out their work and get more info at aerophotoamerica.com. Wow, Ron, I'm jealous. That's great. I'd like to go up in the plane one day.
We'll do it.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you for watching Dialogue, everybody. See you next week.